U.S. CENTCOM confirmed that 3 Strike Eagle jets crashed in Kuwait due to a friendly fire incident. Iran's air defenses claimed that they shot down the jets. No planes would be falling from the sky right now on fire if Trump hadn't decided to start this war. No $1.6 billion radar system would have been destroyed if Trump had not started this war. The 4 or 6 U.S. troops which have been KIA'd would still be alive today if Trump had not started this war. Earlier today, we got the news that several U.S. fighter jets, F-15Es, they crashed. That was the first story we got, that they crashed. And I was like, well, that seems a bit weird, because if you told me that one F-15E, one fighter jet crash, I'd be like, okay, that's super possible. You know, it just crashed. That sort of stuff happens, right? People crash fighter jets in training missions quite regularly. We see stories about that from countries all across the world. Well, it wasn't just one. They said several. And they said it was on the Iraqi-Kuwait border. Then we got more information. U.S. CENTCOM confirmed that 3 of these fighter jets, it was 3 Strike Eagle jets, crashed in Kuwait due to a friendly fire incident. Iran's air defenses claimed that they shot down the jets. And they actually said as much, I cannot speak Farsi, but they claimed that this was shared on Middle East Spectator. Iran's Khatam al-Anbiya Central HQ confirmed the downing of the American F-15 fighter jet by Iranian air defenses on the Kuwait-Iraqi border. Now, personally, what I think may have been happening is there probably were missiles flying everywhere. Kuwait, as I understand, was getting bombed at that very moment. And these Arab defenses are not too well trained. They don't know what's going on. They're not prepared for this. They are being flooded with missiles right now. They have no idea what they're doing. They're freaking out. They're running out of air defense missiles. I actually do think it's very possible that the air defenses in Kuwait, they actually did knock these planes out of the sky. But three? Are you kidding me? Either way, this story is actually very, very humiliating and embarrassing. Personally, I have no way of knowing. You have no way of knowing who knocked these planes out of the sky. I'm sure we'll find out one day, whether months or years from now, who actually knocked these planes out of the sky. As far as we know, this, by the way, is the footage of one of the planes going down.
طيارة حربية طيارة حربية شوف
And we also had this. Pretty crazy sights. Now, I just want to remind you all, no planes would be falling from the sky right now on fire if Trump hadn't decided to start this war. No $1.6 billion radar system would have been destroyed if Trump had not started this war. The 4 or 6 U.S. troops which have been KIA'd would still be alive today if Trump had not started this war. Now, if someone sees this stuff and they're so angry and they're like, I hate Iran because, well, Iran, according to the Pentagon, had no plans to launch any sort of attack on the United States. They did not want to go to war. Whatever Trump was saying, whatever the Pentagon had briefed Congress, this came out today, the Pentagon had briefed Congress that Iran was not planning. Their military intelligence showed that they were not planning any sort of attack on the United States or U.S. assets or even Israel. Okay? So none of this had to happen. This is all because of Trump. Now, we do have footage from the crash site. So F-15Es, how big is a crew on an F-15E? I don't know. 2, 3?
صدناه يا الربع لو نازل من الباراشوت صدناه الباراشوت يا الربع.
So these fighter jet pilots and crew, they landed in Kuwait. This one's kind of funny.
You're fine? Really? You need something to help you? No problem, you're safe. You're safe, you're safe. Everything good? No problem.
They have two and an F-15E.
Thank you for helping us. Everything perfect?
Bro, what a cuck. Thank you for helping us. What an actual cuck. Photos of the pilot from the downed American F-15 jet in Kuwait. So you saw that one. These are some of the other pilots. As you can see, one of them had a casualty in his hands. This is actually so true, by the way. This is actually so true. The memes are real. The memes, I mean, this is life imitating art, right? It's literally the same. It's literally Top Gun Maverick. This is actually just like the movies, guys. It's just like the movies. Totally the same. They're all like Tom Cruise. Right? These pictures are so glorious. Just like Tom Cruise. It's just like the movies. Now, another interesting thing. This is what I'm saying about the I don't know really who to believe. I have zero reason to believe U.S. CENTCOM about much anything. You know, I don't really believe anything that they say. And this video kind of gives me even less reason to believe the things that they're saying because, well, if the claim is, no, Iran never could have knocked the jets down because they're cave-dwelling, knuckle-dragging troglodytes, well, this is the view from an Israeli fighter jet flying over Tehran, almost getting picked off by an Iranian air defense. Take a look. You're going to see it come through in the bottom. So that's the view from, you know, pretty damn close. That's from an Israeli fighter jet. I think they'll show it again in slow motion here. So it makes one pass at the fighter jet, and then I guess I don't know why they pause it here. Does that mean like it made another pass at it? It circled around or something? I don't really know what they're trying to show there, but anyways, they're showing something. You see the missile pretty damn close. So if Yemen was almost knocking American fighter jets out of the sky when Trump was bombing it several months ago, about a year ago now, right? I would not be surprised if Iran did this during this conflict. It is definitely within their capabilities. They have knocked... How many of those Hermes drones have they knocked out of the sky? They also knocked down a 21 Hermes reconnaissance drones shot down so far by Iran, with each Hermes drone valued at about $33 million. So you're talking about $693 million worth of Israeli drones neutralized in just 3 days. And they also, of course, hit, I think, like 2 of the MQ-9 Reaper drones, and maybe one of those other, I think the big brother of the MQ-9 Reaper, I'm forgetting the name of it. Is it M21 or something? They allegedly may have seized one of those. So, fighter jets out of the sky, humiliating either way. Not really a good sign whether it's Iran knocking them out of the sky or whether it's our own air defense's friendly fire. Either way, that's not good. And just shows that everyone is freaking out. They're being overwhelmed by the Iranian strikes. And this is not going to last. They cannot last. This is not going to be something, in my eyes, that the U.S. is going to be able to maintain for an extended period of time and not go horribly wrong. Before you leave, I want to say thank you for the support, because after 2 years of being banned, we are finally back home on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe to our channel and also join as a member on our channel using the link at the top of the description. I rely on the generous support of viewers like yourself to get the truth out to as many people as possible. You can also support the show on Locals or Give Sin Go. The mainstream media and the powers that be are never going to stop attacking us for bringing the truth to as many people as we do. Thank you so much for your support.